Ceci n'est pas un chat. Ceci n'est pas une fourchette. Ceci n'est pas un chapeau. Ceci n'est pas une horloge. Ceci n'est pas une bouteille. Ceci n'est pas une statue. Happy birthday, Rene Magritte, Belgian Surrealist painter, born today, November 21st, 1898.
Perhaps the most famous piece by Rene Magritte is this painting called Ceci n'est pas une pipe, or otherwise, The Treachery of Images, La Trahison des Images. This is an oil on canvas he completed in 1929, and it actually hangs in the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. With this imagery, along with the words underneath it, which essentially say this is not a pipe, Magritte sought to challenge the viewer into thinking whether the object is the word or does the word represent the object. So part of the Surrealist movement he belonged to and was highly influenced by, he started looking at the world in a different way and presenting mundane everyday objects in a different kind of context.
Ceci n'est pas Paris.
In his later work called The Son of Man, which he painted in 1964, Magritte shows a man in a bowler hat, which is actually a self-portrait of himself, and his face is obscured by a green apple. Magritte said about his work, he said, at least it hides the face partly well. So you have the apparent face, the apple, hiding the visible, but the hidden, the face of the person. It's something that happens constantly. Everything we see hides another thing. We always want to see what is hidden by what we see. There is an interest in that which is hidden and which the visible does not show us. Magritte ended up marrying a beautiful young lady by the name of Georgette Berger, who was also from Belgium, and they moved together to Paris between 1927 and 1930, where Magritte was introduced into the Surrealist circles of Paul Éluard and André Breton and the artists Salvador Dali, Max Ernst, as well as Picasso. And Georgette became his #1 muse and model for the duration of their marriage. Eventually, Magritte returned to Belgium, where he continued to create most of his prolific work into the 1960s, when he passed away of pancreatic cancer, sadly at the age of 67. Magritte's style and influence reached some high and far places throughout the world, and for generations to come, he influenced not only artists such as Andy Warhol and Jasper Johns and Ed Ruscha, John Baldessari, but also musicians such as the Beatles and Paul Simon, and his work to this day is praised for its originality in thought and in style. And today we commemorate Rene Magritte, who was born on this day, November 21st.